Now, a campaign is underway to get police forces in Scotland to stop using 0845 numbers for non-emergency calls. They were originally charged at local rates, but different rates now apply, particularly from mobile phones. Well, joining us is Bill Fraser, a spokesman for the Say No to 0870 campaign in Scotland. Good evening.
Hi.
First of all, what do these forces, and not all of them is it, what do the forces use these numbers for?
Police quite naturally want us not to use 999 when it's not a real emergency. So what they do is they try to publicise another number which you'll use when it's something which isn't quite so urgent.
The problem being this is costing.
The problem being that, yes, a lot of people have adopted an 0845 number, which historically was a local call when there was a difference between local and national rates. But those have now become premium rates, and it's quite staggering. It can now cost you up to 30 pence a minute to call them from a mobile phone.
And presumably if somebody's in a kind of semi-emergency situation where they are trying to call the police, avoiding 999, you don't want people worried about hanging on for a long time.
Well, that's exactly the point, and obviously the police also want one single number that you can remember to call them in a non-emergency situation. So the solution, we feel, is now placed by Ofcom, who've introduced a new range of 0300 numbers.
And what are they charged at?
Well, they're just charged at normal rates, and more importantly, they're part of your normal phone package. So you know that when you have a phone package, you get all your calls free, or so many free, or your mobile calls have a free element to them. These 0300 numbers will be contained in that package.
Have the police given any justification for continuing to use these 0845 numbers?
No, I think really it's a bit of inertia here. In England, ACPO, that's the Association of Chief Police Officers, have now decided that they're going to go away from those because of the difficulties. But here in Scotland, ACPOS, which is the equivalent, have not yet said that they're prepared to move.
And we're talking, I think, about most of the Scottish forces?
Yes, I mean, all of the Scottish forces have the possibility to do this. And now in England, a lot of the big forces have now moved to 0300, including the Met, which is the biggest single force in the UK.
Is there any actual evidence that it puts people off calling them?
Well, yes, there's been some studies in America where they tried to introduce this, and a lot of people feel very aggrieved that they should actually call. But what's more important is that people don't really understand that this is a premium rate number, because it's very often advertised mistakenly as a local rate number.
OK, thank you very much indeed for joining us. And if you do want to text us on that subject, you can. It's 80295.
How much does it cost?
Oh, don't go there.
Don't go there.
Do you know how much they are, these fast text numbers?
Well, yeah, actually it can be premium, but I think yours is just a normal standard rate.
I certainly
hope to
not.
say.
Yeah, if we find out any different, we'll tell you.
Newsdrive at bbc.co.uk.